Hi there, it's Sandra here from the WLA, and today's focus is about how we need to set better boundaries, how we need to start saying no, how we need to start planning and be more productive. This week particularly, both myself and a number of my clients, we've focused on the thorny issue of overwhelm and productivity and getting clarity. And it seems to me that through COVID and the lockdown, we are even busier than ever with back-to-back calls, and it is quite exhausting, isn't it? Just trying to juggle everything that we are juggling. And I know a lot of people tie up their worth in how busy they are. And someone challenged me only a few weeks ago and they said, how are you, how's things, and I did the classic, oh, it's great, loads going on. And they looked at me and said, why do you always say loads going on? He said, that's not always a great thing to respond with. He said, it's not always about being busy. And it was good, it was a good shout actually. And yeah, that's me again, always needing to be busy. And don't get me wrong, I do like to get through a lot and I'm really passionate about working hard. But I think we can fall into this trap, can't we, of being so busy we forget to think about why we're being busy and what it is that we're focusing on and how are we developing and learning and growing, and how we put ourselves in particular way down the list. And it's interesting when you actually do sit back and analyse your time, and I don't know if you've done that lately. I've been tracking my time now for the last couple of weeks. Where is it going? Where's it really going? And not just looking at what my diary said, but what I actually have been doing with my time. And you can actually gain quite a bit of time if you're a bit more ruthless, if you set better boundaries around what you're doing. And another client I've been working with, she showed me her diary actually, and it was really interesting, and she's got some great stuff in there. I said, but a couple of things missing for me. And she said, what are they? I said, number one, your own development. Where's your personal development in this? Because you talk about wanting to be, a really great leader, and there's no time in here for your own development, whatever format that looks like, because we're all developed in different ways, isn't it? Whether it's through coaching or mentoring or networking, whether it's through webinars or attending courses or conferences. I mean, there's a million raft of things that you can do. I said, and secondly, where's your own health and well-being in all of this, and you're building your own resilience. And each of us, again, need different things, are inspired by different things. There's no one right answer to that, but the answer is it in the diary? Because if it's down and it's you've written it out there, it's going to have a far higher chance of happening, rather than it just being in your head. And it's just struck me again and again and again and again. As women, we're terrible. We just do. Often we're working on the wrong things. Often we're not delegating the right way. Often we lose sight of everything we're doing. Another, talking to somebody else this week, just reminded me, who is juggling 3 jobs. Got promoted and hasn't let the old job go. I mean, what? And I know sometimes we want to help and want to please, but we have to find the time for us. We have to be clearer about saying no and setting boundaries and being clear about what our role is there. Not only what is our role there for today, but what's the aspiration for tomorrow, and how are we developing ourselves to be a better version of ourselves in the long term. And it's all too easy, isn't it, just to kind of let it all drift along, and suddenly another year has gone by, and how have we changed and transformed in that time. And within the WLA, I'm going to do a plug for the WLA because I love our program. We do a regular planning part of our program, and what that means is that every month on the first of the month we get together, we roll our sleeves up, we review where we've been the last month, we focus and we celebrate our successes. There's not many places you can go, and especially us, because we tend to just move on and say, oh, it's everybody else. But actually, where we can celebrate the things that we've done that we're proud of. We also focus on what are you going to achieve next month and who's going to work with you to make it happen. That whole accountability is really, really critical. Not only that, but we do quarterly planning. So we do a whole 90-day planning structure. And next year in January, I'm going to be implementing a whole annual day looking at what you're going to be doing and with your whole life. So not just work. A big fan of really helping our members get out of overwhelm. Now, the WLA may or may not be for you, but I would encourage you to think about how are you setting those boundaries, how are you getting clear in terms of what you're working on, and who's holding you to account to work on the right things. I have an accountability buddy. We speak every day at 7 in the morning, I kid you not, and it's really fab because you've got to turn up, you've got to show up, you've got to say what you've done, and I help her as well with what she's working on. So I'm a huge fan of that process. Anyway, that's it for today. I wish you a fabulous weekend. I hope you're going to spend time on you and spend some time planning what you can do for you over the next few weeks, especially as we're coming out of lockdown, guys. Great opportunity to just do that little bit more and be, it's not selfish, it's being true to yourself. All right, have a fabulous weekend, and I look forward to, well, hopefully seeing you in the WLA. You take care. Oh, and if you like this video, please say like, please give me some comments about what you think, please subscribe. I love to see that this is working. All right, take care. Have a lovely day.